Strategic management consists of the analysis, decisions, and actions an organization undertakes in order to create and sustain competitive advantages. So, if any organization they want to success or they want to be in long run or they want to survive or they want to compete in the market, they have to go for a strategic decisions. So, before going to strategic decisions, how they are managing. Number one, analysis. What is their strategic goal? The strategic goals should be based on vision, mission, strategic objectives, internal and external environment of the firm. The second, decisions. What industry should we compete in? So based on the industry, whether they are operating FMG goods or service industry, who are their competitors. Number two, how should we compete in those industry? So here full of strategy synergies. How to compete? What are the steps? What are the strategies they are going to implement to compete? The number three, actions. Allocate necessary resources. It may be a manpower, it may be a finance, it may be a organization. So many things are there. Design the organization to bring intended strategies to reality. Forms of strategy. Formal versus informal strategy. Associated with the size of the firm and stage of the development. It depends purely based on the size. It may be a small size organization or medium size or larger size. Mintberg's distinction between entrepreneurial and planning mode. Let's see the Mintberg distinctions. Intended versus realized. Intended strategies are the plans managers develop. Realized strategies are the action that actually take place over a time. Forms of strategy. Mintberg critique of formal strategic planning. The fallacy of prediction. The future is unknown. We may have some predictions based on the past behavior, based on the past sales, based on the past data. We may have an estimation for the future. Sometimes it may work well, sometimes it may not work well. This is one of the critique. The fallacy of detachment. Impossible to divorce formulation from implementation. Sometimes we implemented. It is impossible to get back, especially the productions. The fallacy of formalization inhibits flexibility, spontaneity, innovation, and learning. So, intended strategy leads to deliberate strategy as well as the unrealized strategy. Again leads to realized strategy. Emergent strategy. Normally, emergent strategy comes from learning and dissemination within the organization. So, normally, emergent strategy comes from learning and dissemination within the organization. So, they have to monitor. They have to go for a periodic feedback from all process. Then they learn something. Based on the learning, they communicate, then they can go for the successful progressing. Coherent and strategic direction. Hierarchy of goals, company vision, mission, statements. What do you mean by mission statement? Purpose of the company. What is the main purpose? Whether the company concerned with CSR, social corporate responsibility, basis of competition and competitive advantage. More specific than vision. Vision is keep on changing, but mission cannot change. Focused on the means by which the firm will compete. Focused on the means by which the firm will compete. Let us take HCL. Who are the competitors? If it may be a computer, PCs, laptops, the competitors are Lenovo, Microsoft, Apple. Coherence and strategic direction, hierarchy of goals, company vision, mission statements, strategic objectives. So number one, operationalize the mission statement. What is their purpose? Why we are? Why the company's origins? What is the purpose? They have to make operationalization, that is a functional. Provide guidance on how the organization can fulfill or move towards the higher goals. Number three, more specific. Number four, cover a more well-defined time frame. Hierarchy of strategy. Corporate strategy. The corporate strategy is purely decided by the top level management people. Responsibility of corporate level managers. Two-way influence, top and bottom. Business strategies, responsibilities of business level, general managers level, the level of strategies comes from. Here also the two-way will be there. Functional strategies. The company will be having a various departments, depends on the organization. Based on the size, departments are more. For example, R&D, manufacturing, marketing, finance, human resource, time office, production, quality, then logistics, etc. Responsibilities of the heads, functional activities within a business unit or a division. If a company will be having more branches, then every division they'll have their own operations. Next, operating strategies, region and districts, plants, department within the functional area. So how they are mobilizing the things from input to output. It may be the particular region, northern region, southern region, eastern region, western region, or it may be a districts. How many districts they are operating in a particular state, how many plants they may have, how many departments they may have. Based on this, they will operating, functioning the things. Responsibility of the plant manager, geographical unit managers, and lower level supervisors. So these are all the things comes under the hierarchy of strategies. Next, corporate values. A set of principles that further clarifying what we stands for. A compass for individual and collective behavior. So it gives the magnitude and directions for the individual. Collective behavior is nothing but the output. Because in organization, pooled interdependence will be there, reciprocal interdependence will be there, sequential interdependence will be there, especially to get the output. A clarification of what we are prepared to be judged on by audience. Here the audience is the customer. How they value about the company. Tata, everyone will having a positive values towards the Tata products. Quality wise good. They are the cost leadership compared to other brands. Very cheaper, and they are providing a good quality of the product. This is the feelings of the customers. Value forms accountability, commitment, creativity, customer service. Like TTK products, they are doing more best in customer service, dependability, equality. All online shops are dependability on the customers' custom choices, equality, entrepreneurial, excellence, freedom, honesty, innovation, leadership, loyalty, multicultural partnership, privacy, progressive, quality, reliability, safety, social responsibility, speed, teamwork, technology, transparency, trust, unique, and other values. These are all the parameters of value forms. Every organization, they can follow the values. They are implementing the values. Number 2, vision statement. Agreement on the agreement on the basic vision for which the firm strives to achieve in the long run is critically important to the firm's success. What is their goal? What do we want to become? For example, if the product origin is India, then their vision is they want to be a national product first. Once they got success, then they have another vision. They want to be a global operators. Globally, their product should be accepted by the global customers. So they will go for the trading of business to the other country. They enter. Then the product should be an international product. So vision is keep on changing. Vision and mission. Many organizations develop both vision and mission statement. Vision statement should be established first and foremost. Very short, preferably one sentence. Broad management involvement. Volvo means safety. This is their vision. Then mission elements are products, services, markets, technology, survival, growth, profit, self-concept, public image, employees, customers. These are all the elements of mission. Based on the mission, the vision should be formed. Vision and mission statements of goal. If the goal is increase profit margin, what is the main objective? Reduce operating cost by 10% in 18 months. So the target period was 18 months. The operating cost was 10%. So once the objective was framed, then they can go for the action plan. So the finance department will conduct an in-depth analysis of identifying low-cost supplier. Once they plan for the 10% cost reduction, then they have to search for the good vendors with a quality supply with a lesser price. This is the action plan taken by the finance department. Improve employee skills. This is purely based by the HR department. So they want to improve the skills of the employee. Then what is their main objective? Conduct a training program in the next 12 months to improve the employee skill. So the training program will be a 1 year. A special committee will form to select and hire a professional trainer to conduct the training. So based on the skill matrix, the organization arranged the trainer, then they started for the training session to improve the skill of the employees. The third one, increase profit margin. Increase sales volume by 20% in 12 months. The target was 1 year. Then the sales volume target was 20% should be increased. Marketing department will create and implement a plan to increase sales in regions 3 and 5. So the marketing department to increase the sales of region 3 and 5. So for example, they have a Delhi region 1, Kolkata region 2, Mumbai region 3, Chennai region 4, then 5 Hyderabad, 6 will be a Bangalore. Like that they have the regions. Based on the cosmopolitan or metropolitan, it purely depends on the company's vision about the regional areas. So the rest of the topic we can proceed by the next session. Thank you.